Welcome back to Scrapyard Pirate's Life, and this is episode 3, and John with Pixie Rain, and it looks like the audio works. Outstanding, so we're on the ball this time, that's good. Alright, cool. Alright, so we got a lot done this last time. We got hooked up, we filled up our tanks. I accidentally took this thing off of the connection, and it's not refilling my hydrogen, which is not okay. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Okay, let's we're gonna take in let's get this warfare battery turned on, and then we're gonna go by power, and we're gonna see if we can line this up a little better. Let's switch that to auto. Nope. How is it that I'm not getting... Yeah, we're not getting any H2 in the oh, maybe I don't have it plugged in. Maybe I don't have it... Wait a minute, what's that? SPMN. I'm not sure what that is. Huh. Probably airborne. Oh, wherever it is over there somewhere. Huh. Alright. So, what I'm thinking... Yep, I know. Fuel's critical, blah, blah, blah. So, what I'm thinking, guys, is that we're gonna... Oh, fall into the hole. And let's get the survival kit and get it hooked onto the front of the rover. We can run off of the hydrogen we have on it, first of all. And that way... And then this will just become like a fuel depot. Ah! Alright. And you know what I'm thinking, guys? Now that we've got our vehicle set up, let's go investigate what those are over there. So let's go ahead and we'll hook this in here. There we go. Wow, they're getting awfully close. What's going on with this here? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell, man? Okay, this is not good. Alright. We're getting out of here. Wait a minute. Are they going down over there? Is that what's going on? They are! I thought they were going to come right at us. They were coming at such an angle. Okay, so they just crashed somewhere over there. Alright, okay, so I'm not sure. Okay. I just wanted to get away from here because I thought, you know what? I marked this as a wreck because I didn't want to lose the spot since we tore down the thing, but I thought to myself, you know, the last thing we needed is to... Uh-oh. Can we... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, that's right, I forgot we angled this whole thing. Alright, let's go to wheels. Let's bring our strength up, get our strength back up to where we want it, and we're going to do the height offset too, so we can get around a little easier. Now we should be able to handle these hills a little bit better. Alright, well, you know what I think we should do? I wonder if we can get up here. Maybe. Oh, it's a tough... It's a... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see if we can get back over to where the ship is. On this little plot of land. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on off a stockpile one of these hydrogen tanks. Yep, I know. But you know what? I don't know that I want to use hydrogen actually. Okay, do we have any ammo for this thing? Yeah, we do. Okay, I want to come up here and see if there's anything left of that ship. Because I'm really curious what kind of ship it is. I don't know what an armed trader is, but let's climb up here and see if we can see it. It's only a couple of clicks away, so we should see some sort of fire or something. Maybe from here, I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like it's probably over on the other side of that ridge line. So let's go take a look. Now I marked a wreck for the location so that we wouldn't get lost. I thought about not doing GPS, but I don't know. I do, however, like the idea of not doing a jetpack in anything that's a 0.5 gravity or greater, just because it just makes sense to me. Okay, where is this? Okay, we're up here. It had to have fallen down over here somewhere. It was about a click away. Okay, we're about a half click right now, so let's keep going. We're still good on a lot of stuff, so... Oh, wait, what's that? No. Oh, there's a logistics post over there. Okay, well, that's cool. But it was well past the logistics post when it came down. I don't know if there's anything left. It might have completely destroyed itself on impact. I don't know. Well, let's see. We get an idea of these. It's very mountainous out here. It's going to be really fun with the rover, I'm telling you. Oh, well, you know, we may want to go... Okay, what do we got? Okay. What's that? That a logistics post? That doesn't... No, that's just dirt. Okay. I don't know where it went down. It went down over here somewhere, guys. I don't know where. How far are we out from the... We're 667. So we're not even a click out. So let's keep going. We've got... We're doing okay. Let's go ahead and have a fruit pastry so we can have a little bit of food in our belly. And let's press on. I want to... They must have come down on the other side of that ridge. So let's go and take a look at that. So what I'm thinking is we want to probably see about setting up our base. Okay. Somewhere over where we can have access to either water or some ores that we can work with, maybe? I don't know where there's a... I don't know what these other things are. I don't know where there's a trade station, if there is one in this place. I don't think there's anything alive on here. We haven't seen anything. I don't know. We should probably check and see. Is there like ores right here or something? Should probably be checking. Hey, silver, nice. Except we can't do anything with that. Silver is absolutely useless to us right now. I had my weapon out just in case. Alright, we're about a click out now, so hopefully on the other side of this ridge we'll see it. Okay. Alright, wherever it came down. Okay, I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't know. It had to have come down over here somewhere. It wasn't that far away. It was, what was it, about 3 clicks out? I would have thought there'd be some sort of smoke or something. Alright, we'll keep pressing on. Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, we want to find... Ideally, if we could find a place that has water, that would be perfect, because then we could use the ice. But I don't know... There appears to be some sort of plant life. Oh, great. That's just what I need to be blown up by a meteor storm. Alright, I don't... How far out are we again? We're only 1.3 clicks. So let's see about getting out this way and see... Alright, we're going out further. We're going to get on the other side of this ridge here. That should put us pretty close to 2 clicks out. Okay, there's the incoming. Yep, impacts. Alright, what do we got here? What's all this? We got magnesium, silicone, and nickel here. Well, that's kind of nice. Okay, so we know those are on. I'm not going to mark these because I don't want a base that's like on a hill. Although, we could do a base in a valley like that. That would work. There's a lot of hilly mountains around here, so whatever we're going to do, we better do it well with the other. Let's see, we're going to go... Oh, wow, this ridgeline goes a little ways. So let's see what we can see here. Nice day for a hike. It's sunny. It's what's that? What the hell? What in the world is that? Okay, what? I don't know what that is. See, this is where I wish I had some binoculars, because I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the crash site down there. What is... Critical. Yeah, I know. What is that? I got some stuff here I don't want to lose. What is that? We can go to the high ground or the low ground. I think the high ground might be the smarter move. Let's get up on this ridgeline and see what we can see what that is. Is that like a rescue ship maybe? Or what is that? What do we got there? This is, I tell you, this is where it would be nice to have like a binocular system or maybe a fly drone or something. What is that? Okay, that looks like debris, or is it a bush? I can't tell. But what in the world is in the air over there? Huh. I just don't know what that is. It might be a bush, but that is maybe the ship didn't crash. Maybe it's hovering over there. Huh. Well, man, I feel like I want to go see if that's a tree. If it's a tree, I know on Pertam, if you have a tree, there's a chance there could be water under it. And if we can get some ice, that would be wonderful. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna take it down the cliff here. We can go up that side over there, I'm not worried about that. When we get down to 50% energy and 50% oxygen, we'll head back. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to burn a lot of it getting up. Probably should have taken the rover, honestly. But I'm not sure how we get the rover over those mountains. And whatever that is out there, it looks like a ship of some kind. I don't know. But if that's ice, it's worth it. Not gonna run over there where that tree is. Yeah, that's definitely a tree of some kind. Get my little sensor out, see what that is. It looks like a tree or a bush or something. Well, there's iron right here. That's a good sign. Oh man, I haven't seen a single actual viable plant. Oh, there! We have ice under this. I knew. All right. Now that is worth marking a marker for. All right. Now I'm tempted to go over there and see, but I did say, yeah, okay. Let's stick to the plan here. Getting a lot of dirt with this ice. I don't like that. Because remember, we have a rule here, guys. We do not do rocks. Well, this is how it's going to be, huh? Little veins of ice.
Inventory full.
Yeah, full of what? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Inventory full.
I don't want the... Alright, out we go. Alright, we are at 48%, so...
Fuel critical.
Alright, 2 kilometers back. We'll head on back, and we're going to try to see if we can take a path that the rover can go on so we can come back out and get more of that ice. But I'm really happy with 5.9K. I think that's going to be good. We'll load that into our H2O2 gen in the vehicle. That way we know we're good to go with any kind of hydrogen fuel or anything. But we do have to figure out where we're going to set up our base. We got a lot to accomplish. We got to make our scrapyard. We've got to be able to make a landing platform with a ship on it so we can get out of here. We're probably going to want some sort of defenses if that ship actually wanders this direction. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I thought it crashed because it came down, but apparently it did not. It went dark and it's hiding over there, so I don't know. It didn't say it was a pirate ship. It was tied in with a... Wow. Driving this is going to be a real chore. It said it was part of a faction that was not pirates or anything like that. It was a merchant faction, so I don't know. A free trader, I don't know if those are those the kind of ships where they're friendly, or are they the kind of ships that try to kill you? Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get over here with a rover unless I go around the mountains somehow. This is very treacherous terrain here. Honestly, I'm starting to really think that maybe an aircraft would actually be better. Simply because of the whole... Oh, what's that? What kind of rock is that? It's just a rock. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, gotta figure this out. The easiest way to get around, I mean, there are valleys among these mountains, but dang. Okay, we're gonna put our weapon away. Back to running we go. I know I don't use this third person very often, guys, but I don't know, I just thought I'd throw this out here. Alright, let's get down here. Wow. Yeah, no way we're getting over this with any kind of vehicle very well. I mean, this is, wow. You know, it's funny, I felt like I was on the edge of a big open dune sea, but in reality, this is very hilly. And it is definitely, yeah. I think I read in the description of this planet, it said that it was originally Earth-like. It had like rivers and oceans and things like that, but it all got turned to waste. And there's some, it said there was some ice in old riverbeds and in one of the poles, but I didn't know that they had it in also some spots like that. That's really cool. Like under the tree, just like they have on Pertam. Also, the information for this planet said it had, like, besides plant life, small insects, so I don't know. I've been watching for any kind of more dangerous wildlife, but I haven't seen anything, so I think we might be good on that front. Okay, so we've got, let's see, we've got the wreck over here, where our fuel and stuff is and our ship is, and then what we'll do is we've got a, now that looks like quite a little desert out there. That might be a good spot, but the question is can we find ice close by? That's the thing. I'm looking to see what we got here. Okay, we got gold. Don't care about gold too much. There's a patch of grass down on the bottom here. Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Iron. Okay. Well, that's not bad. It's all iron right here. That's good. Okay, so we've got some crash debris over there. Alright. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be climbing up those mountains in a rover. We'll have to make some sort of lightweight aircraft too, I think. I think the rover's good for ground stuff, maybe hauling ores that we mine, but I think for actual over-the-mountain trips, we're going to have to actually make another vehicle, which means we're going to need to find some more power cells. We actually need to find a lot of power cells, honestly. Okay. Wow, I am so out of breath. Looks like there's a lot of ores down there at the bottom. Looks like there's some ores up above where we're at too. There's some desert up there, but I don't know. I wonder how much we got left on that thing.
Energy low.
You think?
Fuel critical.
I am aware. I'm just gonna cut my way through. That's all we're doing, is cutting our way through. Alright, let's get in here and see what's going on. Aha! So that's what the problem is. That's why I'm not getting any hydrogen. Or anything for that matter. Those are not connected. Now, fuel is for problems solved, everything solved. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna have another fruit pastry. Looks like we got a few more meals left. That's good. I'm really thinking we should grind off a lot of that steel. I wonder where we want to go. I feel like, look at those out there. That's pretty cool. We got all that stuff out that way. Wonder what's over there. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna put this in here. And we're gonna drop the rocks because we don't care about rocks. And then we're gonna drop off all these materials in here as well. Except for the food. There we go. Good to go. Alright. So let's, well, logistics post though, man. That is a temptation because I like logistics posts. They got that drone that drops stuff off. Let's go see what's on the other side of this hole. We're doing a little bit of exploring today, guys. I want to see what's around here. See if there's... Find a good spot to set up our base. What the hell is that from? Alright, well, I wonder if that was like another part of the ship. Looks burned. Alright, let's see what else we got. Looks like we got another rock. I bet that's just rock, isn't it? Yeah. We got silicone over here. Gold, magnesium. Okay, cool. I'm still looking to see... It wouldn't be a bad thing to have an elevated base that's high up. You know, but I want to also make it so that ideally if we can find a spot that has okay, gold, silver, okay. Looks like we got a lot of rock up in here. It'd be really hard to drive a rover down this mountain and up this mountain, so let's go down here a little bit lower. Let's see here. Gold, silver, we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll just keep this out right now, see what we can divine. Okay, nickel. There's a lot of nickel, magnesium, and silicone around here. I feel like munitions aren't going to be a problem. Ah, look at all that. Silicone, magnesium, nickel. We found iron, gold, and silver. But, of course, obviously, you know, we can only do so much. We got to salvage from these locations and whatever we find. Let's see, what do we got here? This is more gold. Don't really care unless we find a trade station, but I'm kind of feeling like this planet might not have a trade station. At least I haven't seen anything so far. Okay. I'm gonna guess these are all probably more of the silicone and stuff. Yeah. Gold, silver, silicone. Okay. And then we got down here. I know I could probably do the flight thing, but I would like to limit that. Okay, gold, magnesium, you know what we're looking for, guys. Ideally, we could, if we could find another patch of ice, that would be great. But I'm just not so sure I'm gonna see it. I think, and an iron patch would also be really good because then we could drop on that. But of course we've got to find a... Oh, there's cobalt. That's good. We need a refinery too. There's silicone. Okay. I don't see any plants out here, guys. So what's that? Is that smoke? Or just rock? I think it might be just rock. Where's the sun? Right there, okay. It's hot, but it's not too bad. Okay. I'm not seeing any, like, anything that would suggest an old river or old lake. We might end up just doing it on the side of the dune here. I wanted to get it close to where there was some sort of resource. I mean, there's lots of resources all over the place, but here's the problem. The one I want is not those. So let's press on over here, see what else is over in this side. We saw that was mountains. This is all looks like straight up desert. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. It's just more nickel, magnesium, which is good. All those things are good, but they're not going to be helpful at the moment. And see if I see anything salvagey out here too, but I don't know that I will. Getting my cardio in today, that's for sure. Oh wait, is this a patch of... Oh look, 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 look. Do we have ice under here? Big old solid patch of grass? No? Yes, we do. Aha! Alright, cool. So patches of grass literally mean ice about 30 meters down. So let's go ahead and mark that. Alright, so that's ice. Now, wonder if it's all desert out there. And if this is ice here, I don't know how big it is, but I'm guessing it's not too huge. But it's good to have it close by. So I'm thinking let's look around real quick and see if there's any nearby ores we can use. Because if we need to, we can just put the bloody thing right up there. Okay, we got nickel and silicone here. Oh wow, there is a lot of ores here. Nickel, silicone. Wow. Okay, we're still reading ice out here? Dude, seriously? Wow. Alright, I'm starting to feel really good about this location here. If we see iron, I think we found a place where we can drive over and start building a base. We'll have to rig something to bring that battery over here. I don't want to lose it. I don't know how we do it though. Alright, I'm looking to see if there's... Oh, wait. Iron. I just saw iron. Iron, right here. Bingo. Alright, so we definitely got iron, so go ahead and I'll put iron here. FE. Alright, so we got, yeah, it's like 100. We got ice and iron separated by about, what is that, about, got about 100 meters between the two. Yeah. 100 meters between them. We got a lot more ores over there. So I'm thinking, guys, that we're gonna pitch ourselves a desert base right here. Just set it up right here. I don't want to do it in the Dust Bowl. I want to be protected a little bit from the weather. So I think being up next to these mountains might be a smart move. So maybe put it up right here on this hill. Oh, it's over there. What's this? Gold. Nah, I don't really care about gold. I can't do anything with it, so it doesn't matter. But we could set it up right over here. Just set up a base right here. Provides, you got the mountains up here to kind of ease off on that way. We're open-ended this way. We can see all kinds of stuff if we need to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out this way, but I think this might be good. It does put us about 8 clicks away from the pirates. It puts us 10 clicks from the Jericho Flats colonial base, and it puts us, what, a few clicks away from the logistics base, and I think there's somewhere over there is our, like a click or two away. So we do have a bit of drive back and forth to different places to get stuff, but I think we're going to do pretty good if we set it up here. So the trick is going to be getting things set up and getting some power in place. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set this and we're going to call this base. And we'll set up some shelters and some stuff in here, I think. Yeah, I like it. I think this will be good. Alright, let's head back to the wreck. Let's get the vehicle loaded up with as much materials as we can, and then, yeah, so we'll go do that. We'll also need to set up a. We'll rip the oxygen tank out and replace it and put a fan. Actually, we don't even need a fan because we're getting our oxygen directly from the air. So, what I'm thinking is we'll pull that oxygen tank out, and we'll use that to set up for hydrogen, and then we can transfer it all over. We might even tear out one of the cargo containers and replace it with a hydrogen tank, which actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Yeah, see, there's those out there. We'll have to check those out too. Alright. Yeah, so it's not gonna be too bad. I mean, it would have been kind of cool to set up a base up in the mountains like that, but I don't know, it just seemed like, I don't know, kind of not really feasible if we're going to do aerial or both, you know, both aerial or the other. Huh. I wonder if that thing we saw, that had to be a ship. It didn't look like it was a mirage like we saw over there just a second ago. I don't know, it might have been a mirage, I don't know, we'll have to see. But that's our crash there. I mean, here's the thing, if we saw ice down there, we could probably just plunk it down there, but I don't know. At least we know where there's some ice, that's the important part. And there's our beat up old ship, so let's go ahead and grind down some materials off of this thing. Okay. First of all, we're going to take the food, munitions. Don't really care. Well, prototech, nah. We need that. We'll take that too. That, and that. Okay. And I'm taking the grids so if we need them for something, we can use them. All right. Okay, let's get this set up. All right. I think I'll drop that there too. Now, I'm not worried about bringing the battery over right away because we'll just build a turbine. We've got the materials for it, so... Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So that's the cool thing is by knowing that we can get air from the outside, we don't have to worry too much about an oxygen container. Okay, let's keep going here. Yep, so I think we're going to be tearing this thing down, filling up as much components as we can into the...
Energy low.
Yeah, there we go. Get as much of that as we can in there. Okay, let's get that.
Energy critical.
Okay, let's get a charge up. We still got a lot more work to do on the vehicle, though. I mean, good gravy. Well, you know what we could do? Okay, this is crazy, but we could actually put a couple of hydrogen tanks on top of those others, and that would allow us to drain those tanks completely. That tank would be sucked up in a heartbeat with the larger. Just making sure that ship didn't pop up. The larger. A large tank. You know what? I wonder if we shouldn't just do that. Easy, 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 easy. I know this thing wants to go certain ways. Come on, come on, come on. I know you want to do this. I'm trying to get this thing turned around without having to put the back end on wheels. I mean on turns. Come on, a little bit forward. Back, there we go. Now let's take it back. No? Gotta be a little bit more straight. Now we gotta go over a little bit like this. Come on. Man, this thing is like being really tricky. The problem is we've got too much weight on the upper right side. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna hold on a second here now. Before we put this thing, wiggle this thing more, we need to get more weight in here to weight this thing down. That's what we need to do. Alright, so we're gonna probably, on this episode, be breaking down a lot of this busted up wreck and trying to get these materials ready to transport to the new base location. I think we got a pretty good spot in the desert. I mean, overall, I think it's a really good location. I mean, good gravy. We've got, like, resources nearby. I don't know, judging from the condition of... Whoa, okay. Judging by the condition of the terrain going that one direction, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a challenge, so... oh wow, we barely scratched the surface of this hydrogen tank, so... I think a couple of large hydrogen tanks on the top might be the ticket. Man. Alright, we'll need those for that. Let's go ahead and take that off. Ow. Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, let's see about getting some connections going on here. We already got the connections going on to the one side. So I want to get the rest of the connections in place for this. There we go. Alright, so... as much as I don't like doing that, we're going to end up doing it because I want to put those hydrogen tanks on the top. They're only going to be here temporarily, then we'll assemble a hydrogen tank on the other. But I figure if I can get a large hydrogen tank on here somehow, okay. That's going to be annoying. Oh my gosh, they only... okay, so there's no side. Okay, so we've got no side stuff. Alright, no problem. Then we're just going to do this, and we're going to put it right here. Bam. We'll just center mass it. Actually, I wonder if we can do... let's see here. What if we do that there? Does that line us up with anything in particular, or is that just no? Okay. Alright, so that is going to line us up. And then we've got, okay, huh. So if we do this way, we're pretty much going to be SOL at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. I know what we can do. We can take this off of here for now. And we can put that thing, let's see. Because currently we don't have any battery parts, so we could conceivably center one on here. So let's do that. Let's we'll get one centered on there, and we'll do a second one right there. Oh wait, you know what we could do? If we centered it on this. Oh, it is centered on there. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get some components. Might as well grab that and those. Okay, let's drop off some components here. And we're going to want some of those. And this way we can drain that entire tank, hopefully, or at least get the good chunk of it out of there. Alright, let's get these. I want all these small hydrogen tanks. How? Oh, shoot, no. It just occurred to me, the H2O2 gen. That's on. Turn that off. Alright, good. I was like trying to figure out where are you connecting. You're not connected to that. And then it occurred to me, oh yeah, you're connected to the other thing. Alright. So, this hopefully can change things a little bit. Alright, let's see here. Come on. Alright, now we can bring it back. No, gosh dang it. Why do you keep going down the hill? That's a silly question because you're gravity assisted, obviously. Okay, so you're actually really not doing so good there. Okay. Alright, now we're going to drop down the back ones. Like we did before. Good gravy. What in the hell? I mean, this is really frustrating, guys. I'm trying to get it up the hill, but it just this hole is really she's really struggling. All right, now let's see if we can bring it back at an angle like this. Jeez Louise. Okay, making that hole there when we made this thing was a big, ginormous mistake. Because, dude, that hole sucks. Oh, come on, jeez. It's not that hard, come on, man. Why are you being so difficult? Okay, now, how do I get that to go down? Maybe I raise the strength on the front ones because they got a lot of weight on them right now. So maybe if I do this and I go down here and I up the strength on them maybe and the power. Huh. I don't understand what the deal is with this. You should be coming down, but you're up in the air. Like, why are you up in the air? Maybe if I put a couple of... oh, do I have any steel plates? No. Grab some steel plates and put battery markers there. We'll lower that side, hopefully. So let's see. Let's see if this lowers it with some batteries, because batteries are really heavy. So if you flip your stuff or something, you can always... try to weight it down that way. Nope. Well, damn. Why is... It was so easy before. I knew I should have never unhooked it, but I got scared because I thought that ship was going to hit us. But now we're so, we're so back end light that we're angling wrong. We need to come down somehow. Wonder if, yeah, I don't know how I can bring it down. Honestly, I just don't know. Yeah. This is crazy, guys, because I want to be able to bring this down, but I just don't see how I can do that. Oh, wait a minute. I do now. We put a piston in the front, and it'll tilt us. And then we'll be tilting in the direction that we need to go. Okay, let's grab some of those. That. Okay, we need motors and comps. Motors. Nope, none there. Okay, there's a couple there. Alright. Alright, let's get a... we definitely want to put a piece of steel up here for this thing to work against. Alright, so now we're going to get our piston. We're going to share the inertial tensor. And we're going to do... I'm going to do 1 meter first. I'm not worried about a We just want to, we don't care if it knocks us out of the way a little bit. Okay, now let's have that piston lift us up. Have it take it all the way up. Bingo! Haha! That's what we got going on, guys. Now let's get those hydrogen tanks set up. Yep, see? We're doing it right now. Stockpile it. And we're gonna stockpile. And where is that? I want to, oh, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to turn off the H2O2 generator on there either. That way we're not getting that kind of load either. There we go. Alright, cool. We're filling it up. Now let's see, is this draining it out completely, or do we have... Yes! This is what we want, guys. We want this thing cleaned out so we don't have to have that, and we can tear that all stuff apart. Well, we'll leave this here in case we want to do the... well, no, we'll take it out. I was thinking we're going to leave it there, but we'll just use the hydrogen engine to charge up things. That's fine. So how did we do? That's completely drained out. So how much did we fill? The 96 and 84? That's not bad. So while we're hooked up here, guys, let's get the battery charged up as much as we can. And then while we're doing that, we're going to grind down a bunch of stuff and keep loading up, packing things up. So let's go ahead and put that in recharge mode. And let's check out the status of the battery on the grid of the old beat up ship. Okay, yeah, she's pretty weak on current output's 4 megawatts. And she currently, yeah, only 2 megawatts. Yeah. I just want to get a good charge, and then we'll be good to go. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and jump over here and get some grinding done, guys. Want to get as much material as we can off of this thing. Yeah, so I think what we'll do, we're gonna go right ahead, take a second, get some stuff done here. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it's all pretty much steel, so we'll grind a bunch of steel. We'll need it. We'll need every single piece of this grid to build our base. Getting what I can without having to resort to using my pack. Alright, well, guess we're gonna go this way. That's so crazy. How it's, when it's in station mode, even the individual grids just sit there. I mean, the individual blocks. Ooh, what's that? Okay, now we gotta use our jetpack. I hate using this thing on a planet. Alright. You know, I just hate using that thing. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this off. Alright. Get up on here. Ow. Oh, that hurt. I think we're going to get quite a bit of this off of here, actually.
Meteor storm inbound.
I still haven't figured out how we're going to get this big-ass battery out of here. I don't know. I don't know, maybe we can, I mean, it'd be a lot of work. We could bulldoze out some of that area and do that, I guess. I really got to get a weapon up. Basic assembler would work wonders, wouldn't it? Basic assembler, basic refinery. Yeah, we can convert some of that, or at least get something going on. Alright. Let's get this loaded up. Whoa, nope, 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 nope. I need that grinder. Actually, I wish I had a higher grinder, but I don't. Alright, so you're full up. Okay, let's get you loaded. Wow, you're full up too. Uh-oh. Can we load up the survival kit? I'm pretty sure we can. If it makes it, yep, you can store it. Aha, yes. Ha! I have no idea how I managed to pull that off, but I'm okay with it. Okay, we'll get the rest of that. It's a lot of good materials, guys. Okay, that's cleared out. And then, let's see here. Gonna get this cleared out. And we're gonna cut this off. Inventory is full. Okay, then. Ow! Oh, dang. I think I sprained my ankle doing that. I really shouldn't be jumping like that. That's not good. Okay. And let's see here. That can go in there. That can go in there. Oh, wait. Huh? But that can't. Wonder where that went to. Huh. Interesting. Oh, did that go back here? We do have a connector back here. Yep. Alright, connector's got it. That's got it. That's got it. That's got it. Okay. Let's see. Are we loaded up? Nope. I think we're getting there, guys. How much space we got in these ones here? Nothing in that one. About halfway on that one. Hey, we're getting there. Well, that hurt, and it was a miss, no less. Alright. Alright.
Energy low.
Okay, got that one. Oh, another event controller. Outstanding. Go ahead and get that. Okay, well, I think we got plenty of salvage. We're gonna have plenty of salvage after we get this ground down.
Energy critical.
It just amazes me how this stuff will set up here on station mode. It's so crazy. Okay, we're at 4. Okay, we're gonna get that ground off. Now we gotta get out of here. Because it's gonna start hurting soon. Okay, and with that, we're gonna have an error message, and that's gonna be the end of the episode. But hey, we got a lot done, guys, and there's a lot more to come. Thank you so much for joining me on Scrapyard Pirate's Life. We still have to get this thing tore down. We got to get our new base set up. We've got to get mines set up. We've got to go salvage for stuff. There's a lot more to come. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Scrapyard Pirate's Life. Space Engineers, thanks. You know the deal, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Anyway, bye.